It's always weird when you have levels that don't fucking, like, start with a, intro cutscene. Halo 3 is, like, one of the few levels that has that.
It's spreading all over the city.
How do we contain it?
Find the crashed flood ship. Overload its engine core.
I remember, what's
Either
the...
destroy this city, or risk
Delta Halo and
losing the
Regret,
entire
the difference
planet.
between those two levels is
Chief,
the...
make your way to the
when
crash
you get to
site.
the...
Contacts. Unknown hostile.
Oh, well, bye, Skull.
Over there!
When you get to the, hologram projector that Regret is talking into. If I remember correctly, which I probably don't, that's when Delta Halo separates into Regret. I think.
Sergeant, come on!
Can I time this? No, I don't think I can. Shit. Well, I fucked up that. You can save the Marines there if you throw a really well-timed grenade. I almost did it. It's difficult to do, admittedly. It's really the only way to do it, because you have to kill, like, every single flood spore or infection form in one go, which is almost impossible to do without throwing a grenade. Oh my god, it died. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Flood are almost well done in Halo 3. They're definitely the least annoying version of them.
Quickly, let us find their ship. Make short work of this abomination.
If you look in the other sections throughout the city, I think I missed it already, but you can see Marines running away from them and like firing backwards. It's kind of cool. But yeah, if you throw a grenade there, you can save them. I haven't done it in a while, though. Come on. Yeah, like that. That's the only way to do it, as far as I know. Come on. Oh, shit. Fuck. I like trying to play this level saving as many Marines as possible. It's really hard, though. Shit, can I do it twice? Yeah!
Get it off me!
Live. Shit. Did we do it? No, we didn't do it. Damn it. It's admittedly really, really hard to save the Marines on this level. There was like one time ever where I got all of them. They all have unique dialogue at the end too, which kind of sucks if you miss it. It's like those fucking ODSTs in Halo 2, or whatever. Oh. Oh yeah, the flamethrower. People don't like it in Halo 3 because it does really slow damage. But it's pretty good. The problem is it fucking almost never shows up in multiplayer. in which it's actually very good in multiplayer. The problem is that there's a lot of really long sightlines in Halo 3, so the maps in which it does appear, which is like fucking, what was it, it's Construct, and actually I think that might be the only map in the game in which it shows up in multiplayer. And it's replaced with like a missile pod in most versions anyway.
It's not safe.
But yeah, in multiplayer, it's actually really good. It kills most players in like a second, but it never actually shows up. And fighting the Flood with it, because the Flood has such a fucking high buffer for health. Why does this have such low ammo? What the hell? If you use it sparingly, it can actually be pretty good, though. Obviously, the Halo 1 flamethrower is better, but what's useful about the flamethrower is you don't have to double tap anyone after using it, they just die.
The sergeant, they were all infected.
Are you actually holding a gun this time?
I can
Nope.
see it crawling.
I don't understand how that's
sliding
never been
beneath their
fixed.
Skin. Oh.
This glitch happens almost 100% of the time.
And then they got
If
up
you punch him, he'll
and
stop complaining.
started to talk. Oh God, their voices. Oh God, no, make them stop. I did them a favor. Yeah, that's it. I helped them. Maybe I need to help myself. Maybe I need
Yep, that's about it. Anyway, look, now the fucking ground's all broken away. To make you forget that this is the same level.
This is the carrier, Shadow of Intent.
Admittedly, this is one of the better backtracky levels in the series, because A, it's super short, and B, also I fucking hate the elites will die in this cutscene. Like, look, they're already dying. It's like, I have yet to see them survive on anything other than, like, easy. It's so annoying. Yeah, you get all this cool backup, and it's like, boom, they're dead. One elite, great. Oh, two, cool. Ugh, whatever. Irritating. It would be cool if it was the co-op elites, if you're not playing co-op, and they would, like, you know, join you and not be dead. So they could have that pseudo-immortality the Arbiter has. I'd like that. This is the first time you see the Flood with weapons in Halo 3, if I remember correctly. Rude. Fine, you know what? Ah, shit. I think my controller's running out of power. That usually happens when it's low on batteries. Should check. I gotta die. Well, that's enough. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the scripting in this game sucks, and fucking AI is kind of terrible. You can skip that cutscene. It's like the one in 0117 where you're watching Johnson get captured. If you skip it, you can interact more, and I guess you could shoot the Flood. But I like to watch the cutscene because it's cool, and Shipmaster's cool. But also, fuck. No, that's not the crate that was here earlier. Whatever. Flamethrower. Where'd the other one go? Because of physics impulses, they get knocked around a lot, too. So they tend to fall off the cliffs. And the Flood will jump down from the ceiling, and, like, yeah, there you go. See, that works fine. I don't know why people are complaining. It's a flamethrower. It's supposed to be a big AoE. Why would they bother taking the stairs? It's so stupid. Trip mine. I don't know why they're taking the stairs. It feels kind of dumb. It's weird the battle rifle is the best weapon to fight the Flood with. That's still bizarre to me. Because somehow the Flood is like the most susceptible to headshots. Because contrary to literally the entire point of the Flood, shooting the infection form in the center is an insta-kill. Die, 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 die. There you go. Oh, shit. Weak only to energy swords. Annoying enemy type. Do not like. Not as bad as the... Okay. Not as bad as the, Stalker version of it, though. Fuck that thing. I hate it. Die. Fuck you! Oh, right. Forgot they can jump. Isn't there one that was supposed to rush us with an energy sword, or is that only on Legendary? I noticed the fucking Phantom didn't come and drop off elites like it's supposed to. That's kind of weird. Fuck those things. I love the Halo 3 mounted turret. It's my favorite version by far. Halo Reach added that stupid cooldown effect they stole from Gears of War, a series in which having that effect makes sense. And like just every fucking iteration of the mounted turret since then has been garbage. The Halo 4 one was okay, but it was so contextual as to be like almost useless.
Hurry, Demon! We seek the same prize, but our shipmaster will sacrifice all to stop the Flood.
That line would make sense if any of those elites survived. What happened to the other one we had? It's like I turned my back for 2 seconds and they all died. What the fuck? Shit. Oh, this is irritating. We need a plasma weapon. Nope. Stop that. That wasn't too bad. Seriously though, fuck those stalkers. You know, these things sometimes do a mechanic that's rarely shown off where they spit out infection forms, which I thought was kind of cool. Like, there could have been some really creative stuff with the Flood. I think Halo Wars, weirdly enough, probably uses the Flood the most. Or most effectively, anyway. Although they're just as annoying to fight in that game as they are in almost all the others. I have the least problems with the Halo 3 version of the Flood, and I think they're the most interesting in terms of, like, the regular gameplay, but... That's not a high bar. They're also by far the most glitchy. Like, just easily. Yeah, whatever. I don't know why the Arbiter doesn't join you here. To be fair, there aren't a whole lot of enemies after this point, so it's not a huge problem.
I shall remain here. We'll let nothing pass.
If the elites survived, they would have been like, we shall secure the crash site. Ba 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 ba. When is my flashlight? It's up on the D-pad. Okay. Yeah, this is also, if I remember correctly, they used Half-Jaw's model here for some fucking reason. So everyone's like, oh no, they killed Half-Jaw! Because there's a sword there and a fucking 2 plasma rifles, which is what he did. But then you walk 2 feet and his model is used like again. Or, no way. I guess they changed that, but because these were all supposed to be those Counselor Elite guys from the end of Halo 2. And this one has the correct model, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but they loaded this one in by mistake. I think because in the original version he was going to be dead, which wouldn't have made any sense because he's talking to you in an earlier cutscene. And then there's this Elite with the fucking glitched out armor where it's loading the combat helmet over the commando helmet, and it looks really cool. And people thought this was a helmet you could get in the game for a while. If you used some weird-ass glitches, you could actually produce this helmet in Forge, but not the same thing. Remember correctly, that's also one of his fucking models. No, okay, that's a correct one. I don't know why they fucked it up like that. Also, look, bone milk. It's like pus and some kind of calcium soup. If you punch these, infection forms will come out. You know, I never get to really look at the environment in these areas.
Chorus, join your voice with mine and sing victory everlasting.
You know, it's D. Bradley Baker voicing the Gravemind in all appearances for him, but for some reason the Halo 3 version of him sounds completely different from the fucking Halo 2 version. Halo 3 has a lot of weird voice acting changes. They changed Truth, Keys. Some of the voices that are being voiced by the same person sound completely different. It's very strange. Like, even Johnson sounds different. Although there aren't really a whole lot of up-close and personal cutscenes with Johnson like there were in Halo 2. I think the character focus in Halo 3 is kind of absent as well. Halo 2 is moving at a mile a minute, but its story is still presented in a very clear and easy to understand way. Halo 3... Like, this entire story is happening over the course of like 2 days. And the actual events in Halo 3 are very short, or I guess like closely packed. Like, what happened? You follow the planet, okay, you're back, you go to the human base gets destroyed, you go meet up to fucking push an offensive on a Covenant AA gun, you blow up the AA gun, the fucking portal opens, the Flood come, you run past the Flood, go to the fucking Ark, you do the fucking battle there, and then the game's over. And it's like, why did we do all of this? What was the logic here? There is none? Cool. It's because, for the most part, this was supposed to end cap Halo 2. And also, this game was supposed to be like twice as long. But that's true of most Halo games. Halo 2 still stands at having the most levels at, like, what is it, 15?
Its matrices are highly unstable.
Depending on whether or not you count the armory. Which I would, because it still has, you know, a purpose.
High Charity, the Prophet's holy city is on its way to Earth with an army of Flood.
It's not like Halo 5, where Halo 5 is 15 levels, but 3 of them aren't actually levels.
The Gravemind, it knows I'm in the system.
It's just a message.
I like Halo 1's appearance for Cortana the best. Like, green and red Cortana, my favorite. She's not even fucking, like, purple in the other Halo games. It's like Halo 2 made her blue, and then she was blue forever. She's got, like, a slight purple-pink kind of coloration to the lines going over her skin in this one.
There isn't much time.
Yeah, Halo 3 kind of went on the idea that she's wearing a bodysuit. in the fall of
Our fight
Reach,
is through the portal.
the first
With the
bit of
books
Halo
and the
media
bastard truth.
to be released, like even before Halo 1,
Fine.
it was very
I'll
clear in
remain here.
delineating that, or
Hold out as
fucking
long
telling
as
you
we
that
can.
Cortana
If
is
you
straight up
are
just
here,
naked, her avatar, and she does that on purpose to make people
The
uncomfortable,
Flood Army
which I think is a great detail.
has you in its sights.
It's like she chose her avatar to be naked because it makes people not make eye contact with her,
half a continent.
which is
Maybe the
weird
Flood
and
is
has
all I
almost
should
no
be worried
purpose,
about.
but I think that's
One
pretty
single
fun.
flood spore can destroy a species. Were it not for the Arbiter's counsel, I would have glassed your entire
I like how the Arbiter and
Sir,
fucking
with respect,
Half-Jaw got
Cortana
over their
has a
differences pretty
solution.
quickly.
Cortana?
This is
you
interesting
see her
because in
condition?
Halo 2, Half-Jaw
How
doesn't
damaged she
realize that all this
She
fucking
could be
Forerunner
corrupted
bullshit
for
is
all we
fake.
know.
He's just
solution could be a
working
flood
with
trap.
the Arbiter
We
to
should
fight
go
the
through the
Brutes
portal.
because the Brutes
Find
betrayed
out
them,
for sure.
not because
What we should
they know
do,
that the Halo
Commander,
rings
is
are going to kill
understand
everyone. So
clearly
shouldn't Half-Jaw have had
that
to
this
have been
is
explained
humanity's
all
final
this? And he was
stand.
like super devout.
Here.
So if
And
anything, I
We
think
go,
after
we
Halo
risk
3's
everything.
over,
Every
Half-Jaw would
last
probably
man,
be the
woman,
one
and
to
child.
go fucking take up
We
the
stand
Covenant
our
mantle
ground.
thing again, not
We
fucking
might just have a chance.
Julim Dama. Because as far as I
Your
know,
comes
no one
to
ever
the
told Half-Jaw that the Forerunner's bullshit is
Flood
fake.
zone.
I'll find Cortana's solution.
He's working with
And I'll bring it back.
Earth
the humans
is
to
all
fight
we have left.
Truth and the Brutes.
You
Not
trust
because he
Cortana
doesn't
that
think the
much?
Halos
Sir.
are real or whatever.
Yes, sir.
So I guess they
Is that
told him
the
off
best decision
screen.
you've ever made, or the worst? Hell of it is, Chief.
It is always
Thank God
interesting
I'll
that
live
whenever
long
like
enough to find
sanctions or anything put on the elites, there never any like secondary fights or whatever, because they did kill like what, fucking billions and billions of humans. I know the Arbiter fucking personally was responsible for the death of over 10 billion humans. Look, it's the marathon. It's like that poster I don't have anymore. Not the other one. Yeah, the other poster. I like how they're all just hanging out. Also, the ship is so goddamn enormous, you can just land the Ford unto Dawn inside of it. I would not trust a single Pelican to carry, like, Lord Hood back to Earth. Also, is Lord Hood fucking dead as of Halo Infinite? Also, did they kill June in a fucking micro cutscene? I swear, 343 has, like, no respect for the Halo universe. They just write whatever the hell they want. It's like when that Mass Effect book came out and they had fucking, like, Quarians hanging out in, like, lounges without their suits and shit, just, like, casually, because the guy who wrote it didn't know what the fuck was going on in Mass Effect, and then BioWare issued an apology for it.